morning, yes. My name's Nick Cowman. Some 12 odd years ago, I believe this was the library. I believe the bar was over that way and there were trees out the front door. Some things I'm sure still haven't changed. Can all the Damien Gore dad joke supporters put their hands up? There's got to be some in the room. I'm sure there's some still, and I no doubt that hasn't changed. It's good to see, fellas. And business hasn't changed. Now, I'm from the construction arm of the environmental sector. I started my career after I graduated from here in 2007, and I started as an environmental scientist. I was out sampling groundwater, taking soil samples on the back of a drill rig. Very rewarding. In time, you learn the ropes. You start writing the reports. I found that business wasn't so academic. Business, it had a big wheel, and that big wheel was money. And so the reports were just a churn and burn type approach. Now, I'm not questioning all the environmental consultants in the room because there are many great ones at that. But I decided that I enjoyed the project management. I enjoyed the big yellow diggers and the toys that we can hear outside the window today. So in 2010, I moved across into project management, and I learned that money was exactly that. But with money came responsibility, came deadlines, came staff, came this thing called a contract. And liquidated damages, oh my God, that costs us money and time, and a boss who doesn't like that. So I learned that very quick. In 2013, 2014, the boss said, Nick, you've got a big mouth, you know the company, you can go and sell it 5 days a week. And so here I am today, now responsible. Never in my wildest dreams imagining that I would have been doing this some 12 years ago when I was in these four walls myself, selling our organisation to the country, to Australia, to clients like Mark when he was at Lendlease. We're currently delivering a large project down at Barangaroo. Now what do? Enviropacific. We take the dilapidated industrial past of yesterday and we turn it into the places that are tomorrow, in short. It's very rewarding to be able to say that you know, for the 800 metre long stretch of the North West Rail Link that we remediated out near Rouse Hill, to be able to ride that and go, wow, we dug up the ground and we remediated it, now there's a rail line on it. To be able to go down to Barangaroo and enjoy Headland Park and think that that once was, you know, an industrial foreshore of Sydney. So what does Enviropacific do? We do about 200, sorry, I said that before. There's about 280 of us. We're national-wide. We have projects of all sizes and scales, from the NBN through to Barangaroo. And like Mark said, we allow our staff to travel. We've got a big job going on in Melbourne right now. So if anyone's looking for good coffee in Melbourne, we're looking for graduates in Melbourne right now. So I encourage you after today, or after this session, to come and meet with David Meyer and our team. Last year, this time, Miriam came up and introduced herself to us. Now, Miriam's here today. We've dragged her along. Many of you might have worked with her in the water labs here. She was a student, and she met us at this exact event this time last year. It's to the day, Serene. I'll also call you on that one. I noticed that was exactly to the day. Now, I guess my tips to yourselves, what are the three biggest things? It's don't lose that sight of personal communication. The most recent business development manager that we put on paper, and don't get me wrong, LinkedIn's great, on paper, this gentleman did not have any of the skills we were looking for as a business. He didn't even have any environmental experience. But what could he do? He could sell ice to Eskimos, as they say. And he called me. And he called me again. And he called me again, to the point I said, come in, Joe, I'll meet you. I'll give you 20 minutes of my time. He's now one of our best guys in the team. Now on paper, on LinkedIn, on CVs, wrote him off in the first instance. But we gave him 20 minutes and now he's my best guy. Secondly, don't lose sight of your technical knowledge. Now I'm in the sales realm now, never foresaw it, but I have not left behind the understanding, and I've not forgotten what the understanding of this university gave me in terms of understanding the ground conditions and the geologies and the rivers and the environments in which we work in. And that's a big thing, I believe. And thirdly, never second guess yourself. Fake it till you make it was said down here before by Marie, I believe. And you certainly do have a little bit of that. I think we all have a little bit of that in us, and that's what gets us places as well. So here today, I've got David Meyer. He's the one you want to talk to. He's our national in-house recruitment manager. Unfortunately, puts Jake out of a job here. But also come meet Miriam. She's got first-hand experience, 12 months on the job with our organisation. And I thank you again for turning up. And good luck.